Do you feel, Luis, that getting arrested basically saved your life? Would you say that?
Without a doubt, because I was in Maracaibo. I was going to cross the border to talk to the Mellizos, the head of the cartel organization that I worked with, and explain to them, look, we lost 25 tons. So we had to make it up. And I had a plan of how to make it up already. I had other ships I was buying. I had other clients, so on and so forth. But we didn't really know how hot it was. At that point, if I would have gotten across, they would have turned up the volume to the next level. And I wouldn't have survived the chase, the stress. I think I would have died either, most probably from a heart attack or something. The stress, too much.
Right.
So it was a blessing to get arrested. And I would have never seen my family again. It was getting tougher and tougher to survive on this being on the lam. Life, it was getting tough. And then after this happened, after the 25 tons being lost, it would have really been tough. And well, the point is, everybody got arrested sooner or later. Within a year, everybody in the organization was either dead or arrested.
How were you able to turn your life around then? Was it hard as a drug cartel higher up to change your life?
Chris, the thing is, this is a Colombian business. Colombians and now Mexican. But the Colombians set the pace. And in 1998, they had a meeting with the DEA in Panama, the big heads of the cartel. They started talking to the DEA about ways to lessen their penalties, ways to lessen their time, how to get rid of indictments, how to ease it, that they don't do 25 years, that they do 5 or 7 or 8. So this cooperation was already in the air. So I was fortunate to be arrested in 2000. This meeting took place in 98. And in 98, it was already established that the DA was willing to smooth things out with cooperation. A lot of people didn't even do any time. They turned themselves in. They kept working. I didn't want to do that. I was happy to be arrested. My wife went down there. They gave her the okay. They said, listen, we're all in the same hot water. Sooner or later, we're all going to have to deal with the same thing. Just tell them to deal with it and try to get out as soon as possible. So I was given, let's say, a green light. But I was caught in a time that the air of cooperation already existed. Back in the 80s, that didn't happen. Back in the 80s, everybody was hiring defense attorneys that were going to take it to trial.
Right.
And you'd get 35 years. Now, in the year 2000, everybody was paying $5 million, but to a defense attorney that's going to do a plea agreement and get you 5, 7, 8 years. But the Colombians set the pace. In 98, they opened the door and set the pace to cooperation. DEA loved it because how else are they going to find out so much about something in 2 hours? Sitting down with me, they found out more than 10 years of police work.
How much money do you think you made in the business?
Well, remember, I never really owned merchandise, like 5,000 kilos. Maybe I owned 200 of them. I charged for transport. So maybe if I made 100 million, something like that, but I didn't make billions. Like
100 million is not too bad, I'll tell you that.
Well, I didn't keep it all, it was an expensive lifestyle.